uh, combine parts of drawings as a single sheet. Let's start. So yesterday we have covered about block and attribute. So we know how to create a title block. So we already have some templates. Within that template already title blocks are available, so you can choose that particular template. So let me choose this one. So here you see this is a viewport and this title block is there. This is the title block. So anything you create over there. Okay, so let me create one. Okay, so there you see within this viewport I can see this, right? And this is right now locked, so I cannot zoom. So I right now unlocked it. Now I can zoom in, zoom out, and fix the position. Okay, or else I can change the. So zooming will, if you focus on this part in this status bar, you will see that when I'm zooming in and zooming out, so the scale value is being changed. So this way you can change the scale, or else you can fix the scale from here. So I'm coming into this in detail, so I will tell you about it. Before that, let me delete this delete this viewport. So here you all know that this is paper space, right? And this is model space, correct? So whenever we create our model, we always create in model space, and after that when we need to print it out, so for that we will set our paper space. That means we will create our page, and the margin area, within that margin area uh, all the models or the drawings will be there, placed there, and that will be printed, and the title blocks and scale value. So for printing, all the settings are done, we will set within this paper space. So this is the layout tab. You can create new layout or new paper space with this plus icon, new layout, or else you can right click on this existing layout tab, and there you can create new layout. Okay, so that will create a same layout, you can say, or a default layout. Okay, so this default layout has been created, or else if you want to create like that, that D size layout is there, so that is created within a template. So according to that template, if you want to create this layout, so that you also can create, or according to another particular layout, sorry, particular template layout, you want to create new layout, so that you can create with this from template. So if you choose this from template, and you have to define this or this or this, so that will create another. Okay, so let me choose this and click on open, and this is the layout selected, and click on OK, and here you see ISO A1 layout has been created. Okay, and this blue is the viewport. Okay, and this is the title bar. If you select and delete this title block, you can delete that title block. So this way you can create new layout, or another option is there. So layout, you go to layout, and you can type the command. So layout. So here is the option layout. You can create a new layout with this command as well. Okay. So this is how we create new layout tab. And now let's come to this paper space. So this is the finite space. According to the paper size, we will get the paper space, that is the finite space. So for that, we need to activate the page setup command. So for that, how we can do, we can right click on the active layout, and there we have this page setup manager. Page setup manager is there, and it will come with the default options. So you can change the default, or if you want to create new, so that also you can create. Okay, within that layout you can create a new page. So let me show you with new, so you can easily modify with the same options what I'm going to show you. So go with new, and here you can specify one name. So we choose this. Okay, now I have this option printer or plotter. So if you have any particular printer or plotter is connected, so that you can choose. You all know the difference between printer or plotter, right? You have the idea about printer or plotter?
Can you tell one?
Yes. So when we print the smaller sheet, that is called printer, and when we print the bigger sheets like A1, A0, those uh, for that we use plotter. Okay, that machine is called plotter. That's the simple one. And here you go with this DWG to PDF, where you want to export it as a PDF file, so you can choose with DWG to PDF. Okay, and if there are any particular settings you need, so for that DWF is there. So it's like a drawing web file, DWF drawing web file, so that you can choose. You can go with this AutoCAD PDF, high quality, smallest file. These things you can choose. So mostly we choose DWG to PDF, and there you go to this properties, or you can change the PDF option. So a PDF option is same, you have done it in the PDF or within Word file. So these options are all aware to you. Let me show you about this properties. So here you can go to this custom paper size. From here you can change the paper size. So let's go to this add. If you want to create a new one, so go for this add option. If you already have created this, so I already created this for my previous batch, so this option is there, so I can go to edit and this can be edited. So let me show you with the new. So go to add, and there you will go with this begin. So start from scratch or use existing. Start from scratch means the default will be given to you. The default dimension for the page size will be given to you, and that you can edit. And then so let me go with this edit option. So why I have showed that, because when I edit, so you will not get that begin option. That's because that is already been created, right? uh, so next is your media bounds, so how much the area will be, so that you can define here width and height with the unit. Okay, so let's change it to like 700 by 500. Okay, so that is the width and the height for your new page. And go to next, and then printable area. So within this margin, that is a printable area. Okay, and out of the margin, that is non-printable area. All right, so you can choose this top, bottom, and left and right. That will be the margin from the edge of your page. Okay, so that you can specify. Let me change it to 15, 15, 15, and 15. Okay, so that's now the new printable area. And click on next. And what will be the paper size name that you can provide? So you can go with like atom, and go to next and finish it. That is done. And then you go to OK, and then you have to select this paper size over there. so that you can find at the bottom or at the top. So this is selected. Okay, and what to plot, then you have to select what to plot. So whenever you want to plot the whole layout, means the total page you want to you want to plot or print, so that you go with layout option. Okay, and right now display that what is currently displayed, so that will be printed. Okay, and window for particular specific areas, like this area you want to print it out, so this much area will be covered for your printing, so that you can choose and you can make it like center the plot. So center the plot only be activated when you choose this window option. Now layout is there, mostly we will use layout option. Okay, and the extend part is there for what you can say, that is if there any viewport is there. Okay, so most of the extend part, the maximum of your drawing area or the objects occupying area, that is the extend part. So that if you want to print it out, so that you can go for extends. Okay, so here you see this is the red marks is showing, that means it is exceeding the printable area, so that's why. Okay, now this plot offset, if you need to offset it, that that you can choose the printable area offset, you can specify, or you can make it extend sorry, center the plot. So better you choose for layout. And then plot scale, you can make the plot scale, or else you can make it 1:1 from here as well. So this will cover for this total page, for one particular unit for this total page. So that is the requirement. So go for that with this option, plot scale. Okay, and then these are the plot options. That is okay. No, we don't need plot transparency, right? And paper space object, we don't need to hide this, and all these options are absolutely right. Plot object line weights. Okay, and plot with plot style. So this is plot style. So I'll discuss about this. So before that, let me plot paper space last. So this will plot model space first. Okay, and the paper space, if there is two objects, one is in model space and one is in uh, paper space. One is in model space and one is in paper space. So the paper space object will be printed at the last. Okay, so that is the calculation it take. So that is okay. We don't have any problem with that. And what will be the drawing orientation? The drawing orientation, most of the time we go with landscape. If you need to set portrait mode according to your page setup, so that you can choose. Okay, and plot upside down is requirement, so that you can go with. So the landscape is okay. And now about plot style table. So plot style table, like with the original properties, if you want to uh, like if you want to print it out, like all the layers properties are there, color, line weight, and whatever you have created with, so with those properties you want to print it out, so go with this none option. Or you want to override with plot style table, so within this plot the original project or the model will be the same with will have the same properties, but while the printing it will change the properties. Okay, so that's you can go with this plot style table like this. If you choose this monochrome, okay, so this is set like all the colors will be printed in black and white only. That is the monochrome plot style table. So these has some different style. Okay, so here you see this. If I go to this acad.stb is the plot style table. So .stb is the uh, extension type of this plot style table file. You click on this. So this is acad.stb, and here you can edit it. Okay, so there you can see that for this it will use the object color and everything is all right for this, so it will make no such difference. But if you choose monochrome and you'll go, so you see this is normal, this is normal, use object color, and this for this style it will make it black. Okay, so that is about monochrome, and these other are there so that you can choose. Okay, so none is better, or you can choose this one, or all right. Next, this is your page setup is done, and according to this print setup is also there. This is the same thing, the print setup will match it. So this is the demo page, you have set and select it and set current and close. Now you see I got this correct. And now if I go to page setup manager, and then if I choose this these I think I have changed it. Yeah, I think I have changed this one. So go to this as a set current, so according to that you can set it current, and you choose this and you have that. So that is your page setup, and this is the printable area. Okay, and this is the title block. So the dimension, this title block dimension is not created according to this page, so I'm not getting it proper. Okay, so that you can have within this. All right, so then we will create viewport to have our objects. Let me show you that this circle is available in this model space, but I cannot see it, or I cannot place it in this paper space. Okay, so how can I do that? So for that I have to draw viewports. So viewports, you can say viewports will if I give you some easy example, viewport will work like as a TV. Suppose you are watching a live you are watching a live match, and you know that the live match is being played in that stadium, but you are watching at your home. So same like that, the model is created within model space, but you are watching it and placing it in this paper space. So let's create viewports. Viewports is the command, and you press enter, and here you can create the viewports. Okay, so these things I have already created for your model space as well. So here also you can create model space. Okay, so like if you want to go with this single, or the active model configuration is there, so according to the model space, or what is set, or the view and the visual style is there, so that it is 2D or 3D, so according to that you will get. Okay, and for single this will be like by default, and you can change it to 3D. If you change it to 3D, then only you can change these views. Okay, so for 2D you can change this to this, only you will get the current view. So according to the model you will get the view, and the visual style you can change. So this is okay, 2D view, and you choose single and click on OK, and then you can choose if you want to fit this within this area, so that you can choose this fit, and it will fit that printable area. or else you want to draw, so then choose this corner to this corner, and now you see this object is done. I now can see this object is present. Okay, and now if you select this viewport, and there you see this lock option is there. So if you lock this viewport, so then you cannot change this object position, or this orientation, you cannot change it. Like if I double click, okay, right now I'm in this paper space, correct? If I double click within this viewport, so that means model space is activated. See, I have double clicked, and there this command is there. It's showing this same space. That means model space has been activated. So then if I double click outside of this viewport, that means I will activate paper space. Here you can see this paper space has been activated now. All right, so this way you can switch to model space and paper space within model space and paper space. Now, if I delete this viewport, if I delete this viewport, I will not have that object anymore within this paper space. Correct. So that viewport is like viewport. This is the port which help you to view the object which is present in model space. This object is present in model space, right? So now suppose I want this object to be present in model space. Sorry, not in model space, within this paper space, but without this viewport. So how can I do that also?
I cannot
So
see a
for,
cursor.
sorry,
Cannot see a cursor. Is it moving? Like its hand
uh,
for others also or for me?
Yes, yes. I can't see the cursor. Yeah.
sorry, I think I was facing some network issue. Is this clear now?
Yes, now it's fine.
Uh, Now is it moving?
No, the viewport is yeah. The,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So shall I continue?
yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Great then. So I was talking about this viewport. So this is the viewport. So it will help you to view the object which is present in model space, right? So without this viewport, I cannot see this model or this object in this paper space. So I have another command that is change space. So for that, I need to activate the model space. Means that is the space where this object is present right now. So if I want to select that object, so for that I must activate this model space. So within this viewport, if I double click, so I will activate the model space. Now I have the command that is change space, CHSPACE. Change space is the command, and enter, and then you select the object, and according to the viewport scale you will get that object within this paper space. Okay, so select object and you press enter. Now if you want to delete the viewport, you can delete the viewport, and you will still have that object within this paper space. And if you check in the model space, so that is not anymore present in model space, that is right now present in your paper space. Is that okay? So if you want to work and make it available in your paper space, and then you want to work it, so that you also can do it. Okay, with this change space option. So let me show you again. So now what I'll show you that I'll select this viewport right now, and if I try to uh, see, double click on it, and see this lock option is available. So that means this viewport is locked, and if I try to zoom in and zoom out, that will not change anything. Okay, so the viewport, so that means the view within this viewport is locked, so the scale is locked. Now if I unlock and if I try to zoom out, so that will work out. Okay, so now here you see the scales is being changed right there. Okay, so Now if you change it to 1 is to 100 or 1 is to 30, I don't know, I'm having some glitch. I think it's not being reflected properly. Let me delete the viewport again. Oh, sorry. This is the viewport. Let me delete this. Oh, I think it's there. Okay. So that's why. Let me create another viewport. So for that viewport option, viewports create with single, click on OK, and from this corner to this corner is the viewport, and there you can choose, select that viewport, and you can specify the scale to fit. And as because there is no object, so let me draw one object or two of this object. Okay, so let me have this. So here if I choose this viewport, select this viewport and go to this scale to fit. So here you can see this is right now fit to this, and if I double click, this model space is activated, and if I try to zoom in or zoom out, so this will change the scale. Now you can adjust the scale. Okay, you can specify according to this. So this is right now 1 is to 10 scale is there, or 1 is to 20 is the scale, or 1 is to 5. Okay, so this way you can choose the scale. Now let's check what is the exact radius of this. So let's select, this is the radius. So 13.130 is the exact radius value. And what is the scale right now? Currently, what is the scale? So choose this viewport, and there you can see this is right now 1 is to 2 scale, and you lock this, so you cannot do the mistake by changing this. So sorry, see, I'm trying to zoom in, and you make the mistake, and again you have to do the changes to 1 is to 2, right? And you can also, so if you do pan, if you pan it, so then you cannot change the scale, so that will not happen. There will be any changes, there will not be any changes in the scale if you pan it. So that you can do easily, you can move the position. Okay, so better you lock it after specifying the right scale, and then you, if you want to have it within this paper space, so for that go to change space, and then you select this object. If you want that dimension, that you can select as well. So select that dimension, select these objects, and you press enter, and then you can delete that viewport. And okay, now here you see this is the, this is showing this 13.130, and now let's choose this radius for this circle, and what is showing, this is showing you the according to the scale value, right? All right, so this way you can get the proper dimension according to the scale. If you want to show the dimension according to the scale, so this way also you can have it without lots of effort. Easily you can get this result. All right, and this is how we will place. Let me get back my viewport. So this is the viewport I have. Okay, and also we have this option. So this option will help you to change after that within this whole viewport. This whole viewport will be scaled up or scaled down. If I choose 1.5, and here you can see this whole viewport has been scaled down. Okay, let me select this viewport, and yes, now if I choose this and if I select this viewport, don't activate the paper space, sorry, model space, choose this viewport only and go to this arrow, down arrow, and left click on it. And if you choose any scale, so it will change the total viewport area as well. With that viewport area, the view will be scaled down as well. So here you see this is this scale also been adjusted. Okay, so this way it will linked. So if you need the same viewport area but the view of the object within it, if you want to scale only to that, so for that change from this option. Okay, and this is locked out now, but if you go to this will be changed. Okay, so this way also you can change it. Correct. So this how we will make our page ready for our printout. And there is title block, so you can change all the information you need within this block. Okay, now let's go for external reference. Let's go for external reference. So I have, let me check once. Yeah, so here you see. Now let's go for external reference. Suppose I have a project like architectural drawings are there, structural drawings are there, and I need to combine in a single sheet. These two parts of drawing I need to combine in a single sheet. So that I can do with external reference. Or else, suppose I have an old drawing. Okay, so I have take it as a image, so I can take that as a reference, and I want to modify that old drawing as a new drawing, or I want to create that uh, paper sheet. I want to document it as a DWG file, so that I can do. Okay, or else I need to need something from that as a reference that I can take it. So how I can do that? So the command is external reference. XREF is the command, external reference. Then go for this attach image or attach DWG, what kind of file you have. If you have attached PDFs, you can do that PDF as well. So let me choose attach DWG. So this is the drawing, and let me click on open. Now you can scale it. So that is right now selected as uniform scale, so I'm not changing the scale. And if you check this specify on screen, then after placing it you will get the option on screen, and then you can change it. So insertion point, that is specify on screen. If you uncheck this, so you can pre-specify the x, y, and z coordinate value. Okay, and if you need any rotation, that you can rotate. So this is the block unit. Okay, so you know that is that drawing was created with that insertion unit. Insertion unit has been set as a centimeter within that drawing, so that's why this block unit coming with this centimeter option. Okay, and click on OK, and then you specify the point, and then this is the drawing. And now you see this the color is not properly, it is slightly dim, color is slightly dim, right? So that's why it is still as a external reference, so that's why I'm getting is in this dim color. Okay, so that's how we take it. And now let me go with this. So all the layers I will get, all the layers as well. Let me change with this dimension layer, and if I go with the dimension or anything I need to change, so that I can change, like go with this reference option. Okay, so let me this line, let me draw this line. So I'm taking that drawing as a reference, and I'm drawing this line over it. And now what you can do is you don't need that drawing anymore. Whatever you wanted to draw you have already done. So what you can do, go to this drawing tool, and sorry, this drafting building structure, this is the drawing, and right click on it. And now you just only want to hide this. So for that you click on this unload option. Okay, so you will only hide it, and you can reload this back. Okay, and suppose this is, you wanted to check it. Okay, now it is done properly, so you go with this detach option, so that will be totally removed. Okay, or else you want to open the original drawing, that drafting building structure, that you want to open the original file, so that you can open. So this file has been opened here. So this is the original file that I have opened. So this way also you can directly open, directly go through that. And if you want to change that also, so if there is anything change you need in the main file, so this way you directly open it and you change it, and after that that will be modified to that in this drawing too, as a reference, that will be modified also. Okay, so let me show you the unit. There you see insertion scale is centimeters, so that's why I was getting that as a block unit, correct? Okay, if there is any changes you need, that you can do. So for that, let me delete this part, and if I delete this part, and then if I save it, and then if I update or reload it. Okay, then if I update or reload it, you will get the changes over there. Okay, so let's not do this. So this way we will put our external reference into this drawing. So I suppose I need this all drawings. I need all these drawings within this drawing to file. So for that, what I'll do is I will bind it. I'll choose bind or insert, so that there is no such that difference. So these things you can see. Okay, and you can create bind, so that will create another block with that particular name. And if you choose insert, so that will only create this. So either you go with bind or else, so there is no such big difference, it will bind within this object as a block. So if you go with bind or insert, it will create it will insert it as a block, and then after that you have to explode it. Okay, click on OK, and now you see this is the block right now. Okay, and now let me go with that again, and that go to this bind option, and if you choose and click on OK, so that will also be block. Here you see, if you go to this recent block, and then there you see all this object block is available there, right? And let me show you again. This is there. Go to bind option, and if you choose bind, and it will create these things. Okay, so there will be no such difference. This is your current drawing blocks, all the blocks present in your current drawing. Now select it and then explode it, and you will get all individual object as a normal drawing. So that is done, and you can close that external reference option. And is there anything you need to change, so that you can change after that? Okay, now let's go for this. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll place 4 different viewports. So for that I will go for viewports, press enter, and then let me choose 4 equal, and individually you can change the view or visual style. So let's select this, and there you can change the view visual style this way. Individually select it, change the visual style view this. So for each and every 4 viewport, all the view and visual style will be the same. So just choose and click OK. So you can select the area, this too, this you want to place it, okay, or else like this if it is there. So you can choose the area, and there you see these 4 viewports are created. So let me select it, and let's change scale for this particular viewport. Let me go with this like 1 is to 50. So if I double click on it, let me place this view for this particular viewport, and I'll off the grid. And for this one, what I will choose the scale. So double click on this viewport, and then go for the scale like 1 is to 10. So it's too much to choose 1 is to 100. And now what, see, I need to increase it little bit more. So for that, the particular scale is not available. So I can go with this custom option, and I can create. So this, if you choose 1 is to 100, so it will create below this 1 is to 100, so that you can select it and go for this add, and then you name it like 1 is to what do you say, 1 is to 80, and that is the paper unit 1, and the drawing unit is your 80. So that is the reference factor. Click on OK, and there you see. And you can even after that also you can move it up. Okay, so this way you can place within this scale list, and click on OK, and then select this viewport, and then you choose this. Okay, let me place it properly, and off the grid. Okay, so this way you can have it. All right, so what is the option? That is custom, and you go to add, name it 1 is to like 60. The drawing unit is 60, if the paper unit is 1. Click on OK, and you can move it down and position it. Click on OK, and this viewport is selected right now, and you can choose 1 is to 60. Okay, now you double click outside of it. Okay, so this way you can place And this way also, to this particular viewport, you change the scale like 1 is to 5, or what is the requirement, you will know properly.
The viewport size cannot be changed
Yeah, viewport size you can change it.
because
Definitely you can change it.
we can adjust accordingly.
Yeah, you can change after that also. You can do the changes. So for that, what you can do is activate the paper space and then select the viewport. Don't activate the model space within it. Then only you can change it, the model space. Then after this got this grip points, you can change the paper space, sorry, the viewport area. And I have already showed you this, if you want to change according to this, uh, uh, the view within this viewport along with the viewport. So for that, go with this option. Okay, so this way it will change the viewport area also. Okay, and then after that, with this middle grip points, you can place it and change it. Okay, or else with the aim command you can change the position with this grip point to this way. Okay, so this is how we will place all the drawings. Okay, and here you can place your, like, what you can say, uh, so for this, let me delete this viewport. Like, you can delete this viewport for delete. And what you can do is you can increase this, or else what you can do is, suppose you want to create one particular area excluding this title area. So for that, what you can do is you can create your own area. Like, let me create this polyline, and you close it. Okay, so this is the area you have created. And if you go for like M view, if you go for M view, multiple view, and you choose object, so that object will be converted into viewport. There you see, this is the viewport you have created. Okay, all right. Now what you can do is you can delete this polyline, and with that polyline you can remove that viewport. Okay, so this way you can create your viewport. This is the viewport, and there you can change the scale. Okay, so that's how we will create. And after that, we will make it out for printout. So suppose if I printed out this border, this viewport border will come. So can you tell me, I have already described that how we can make it off for this printout. So can you tell me how I cannot, like, I don't want to print this border lines. So how can I make that?
For def point, you can use
No, not def point. I will with
change,
this layer. Yes, go on.
change space. No?
No, not change space. While I'll print out, let me show you that plot command is for printout. Okay, and continue to plot single sheet because you are printing this single sheet. And if you want to like plot uh, more than single sheet, more than two sheet, so that means batch plot. So single sheet is there. So you have already done with this settings, or if it is new here, so go to TWG to PDF, what to plot, layout. Okay, uh, then go for this. All the setting is done. Scale is 1:1 because the printout is layout, so the layout will be printed as it is 1:1. You have applied scale for each and every viewport, so that is done. Now let me show you apply to layout and go for preview. See the preview. I'm getting this border. I'm getting these border lines. I don't need these border lines. How can I remove while I'm printing? I've already described this. I've already told you. Any idea?
Change of space, no. We did change of space in
So
animation.
this layer having one option, you remember this plot option? You remember this option? So this option, if you cross this, that will not be plot anymore. Go with this and again plot it, continue and preview. There you see. Okay. Now suppose you want to print it out in black and white. So for that choose this plot style table monochrome, apply to layout and preview it. Just a minute. So monochrome, let me check it. Just a minute. Okay. All right, so I have to change it from here as well. So plot style, so that's why this all are set as a normal. So that you have to go with this style one and then active plot style table that you have to specify. Then only you can have the printout. Okay, so there we have this setting. Yes, this is done for this plot style. We're choosing plot style one, so you can choose that style one, click on OK. or within that normal also you can set this plot style table as a monochrome. Okay, so let me choose that normal to normal. For this normal, all this set as a monochrome. Normal monochrome is there, and this is set as a monochrome. Okay, and now if you go for plot, or control P is the shortcut, continue to plot, and there you preview. Why? What is happening?
So it may be, I guess, use
uh, Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
style. It may be use object color.
No, in monochrome that is set as a black in the
Mm-hmm.
style one. Okay, oh sorry, I have selected that normal one, so I have to go with the style. So see, you can see this normal is using the object color, so I have to choose the style one. So that will print in black. If I go with this, sorry, let me cancel and go for layer properties. There I have to specify style one. And what will be the active plot style table with this style one? So that will monochrome, and go for style one, style one. Am I clear with this option?
You can directly select no all.
You are telling me to select all.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm done. So now you go for your control P and then go for preview, and there you will get it. Okay, am I clear with this option?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right then, and after that you will click on OK, and then you will save it as a PDF file. Okay, so let me save it within this desktop, save it as a PDF. Okay, that is save. And there you got this. Okay, so this is how we will complete our drawing, and we'll make it ready for our printout. So this is all done for the 2D part. From tomorrow we will start 3D.